and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm working on a sketch February, and I'm working on day 18. And this one calls for mixed media. So I have a sheet of an 11.5 times 12 paper that is mixed media paper for my background. And it looks like they have over in the corners some ink smushing. So I'm going to be using Peacock feathers. I'm going to be scrapbooking some photos from a trip I took to Mexico several years ago. And so I'm trying to use colors that will kind of go along with the Mexican colors. And I actually had some pictures from a kitchen. So there's kind of a hodgepodge of colors, so just about any colors. And I'm using Tim Holtz Mixed Media Matte. Supposed to help with, I'm trying to get this on so it's not on the corners. I'm going to try to hold this so we don't have square kind of looks. Move it around a little bit. There we go. Now we're getting a little bit movement. I got a little up here. I guess I'm not supposed to have it there, but oh well. It's mixed media. Getting a few extra splotches I didn't mean to have. That's okay. I do like this color. And then it looks like it kind of goes over a little bit more. I'm going to run it over this way a little more. And some will be covered up. Okay. Okay, since I got some here, I'm just going to put some more here because that looks kind of funny without extra. There we go. Make it look more intentional. I'm going to use, instead of sewing, we're going to try this. I have these doilies from Doodlebug, I believe. And I'm going to try spraying them with a color that I think is going to be similar to Peacock feathers. It says Distressed Mica Stain. It's one of their Christmas colors, but you can use it for whatever time you want. It doesn't have to be Christmas. And it's called Shiny Bauble. So I think you're supposed to try to swirl it. My first time using this, I want to make sure. Shake it really well. I think I kind of want it to have a mottled appearance, so not totally smooth. We'll see how it dries, though. I don't know how it's going to dry. But I don't want to just solid color. Otherwise, I would have just done ink blending. Okay. And there'll be a little bit of white. Okay. Gonna leave it like that. And then I've heard if you wipe it off immediately, that helps it from getting clogged, so hopefully that's true. And I'm thinking that does look like Peacock feathers. So Shiny Bauble is similar to Peacock feathers. Now I'm going to have to let that dry. And we'll come back later or tomorrow, whichever it happens to be. I'm using Nuvo Mica Mist Crimson Velvet for the large splatters. Okay, so I want to kind of splatter a little bit, like big drops if I can. Well, that's not what I intended. Apparently there's a lot of mica mist at the top. Oh, it's glittery. Oh boy. Maybe if I splatter that won't look like a... Oh yeah, look, there's all this mica at the top. Need to mix that in. One of this stuff clogs up. I'm not sure I'm really in love with all this stuff. I love the look of it, but it drives me crazy. Okay. So maybe if we can put a couple splatters, it won't look so, Let's see, is that where the butterfly goes? No. We'll just kind of splatter around it. I mean, it's a sketch, so you can do what you want. And really, the splatters are supposed to be over here. I'll make a trail. Hope it doesn't look like a trail of blood. Oh well, hey, it's at a children's home, right? They're like my children at preschool. There's always injuries. Although, usually nothing involving Band-Aids. My kids just always want a Band-Aid. I don't know if that's a universal thing with kids. When I was growing up, nobody wanted a Band-Aid. Everybody was tough. All the kids now in the preschool, I have a scratch, I need a Band-Aid. You can't even see it. Like, where? Here we go again. Some more of that stuff splattered. Okay, let's go up where we really wanted to put it. And then I'm going to go off screen and see, it goes everywhere. This is why I don't like it. It's fun, but no control. At least I don't have control. Who am I kidding? I don't have control at preschool either. Now the sketch shows using strips of paper, or it could be washi tape. So I just used some branding strips and also some scraps that I cut into strips from an old collection I have from Carta called Cowboy Country. So it's no longer out there. It's like probably at least 5 or 6 years old. And I'm also using the strip in the middle, which is more fancy. That one is actually a laser cut strip from Creative Memories that has kind of the Southwest look, and it was from a Mexican collection. And what I like about that is you could use either side. So I'm gluing on the side so that the one that I'm going to show will have more turquoise on it. Now, of course, I'm not really following the sketch completely because I'm using larger photos. So my butterflies are larger than the ones in the sketch. And also I'm using more paper strips because I'm using larger photos. So I wanted to balance it out with more paper strips and making them bigger than they are on the sketch. Now I'm just going to glue on my doilies under the sections where my photos are going to go. I'm just using the Nuvo Deluxe glue. And of course I sped all this stuff up because you don't want to watch me gluing for a long time. Now this really did work out. The doilies did turn out shiny and really do go with the peacock feathers. Now this is a Christmas spray, the Mica Mist that they put out for Tim Holtz. So if that is not available, and I don't know if it'll come out next Christmas because even Tim Holtz didn't know if they would have them come out again, you may not be able to find it in the stores. So if you want to use spray that's the same color, you can get Peacock Feathers Distress Ink. It just won't be shiny. I'm just going to go ahead and attach my photo mats I just cut out of red cardstock, and I'll be attaching my photos. I'm using photo squares or photo splits for that. They're acid-free. And the photos, I have covered up portions of them with Post-it notes because this is from my trip in Mexico. And we went to visit some children's homes where they take in children who have been orphaned or abandoned or neglected, and the government has taken them away from the situations they were in or placed them here because they don't have a home. And so for the privacy of the workers and the children, of course, I've covered up the people's pictures. We went here and had dinner. We had spaghetti and soda, which was kind of funny because you're expecting Mexican food. Although we did have Mexican food several times while we were there. And my sister had actually worked at one of these homes many years ago. And so we had gone back and we're meeting the children. Actually, my sister and I sponsor each a child. So it's like one of those where you send a little bit of money each month to the organization, and then you can send letters to your children, and then it goes to the office and they translate your letters for the children and translate the children's letters for you when they mail it to you. So we each decided we wanted to sponsor another child. So we each picked one from this house that we were visiting, and actually I picked one that I was playing games with, and my sister picked one that was actually in these photos that she was doing the dishes. She had just been brought into the house that week, and she came from an abusive situation. And so it really broke your heart hearing her story, but it was wonderful seeing that she was now going to school, living with
the children in her family, and I think a cousin and a sister was living with her here. So that was nice and that she felt safe. Also, they were getting counseling and medical attention. So felt good being a part of that. And of course, now my sister gets letters from her regularly, and it makes her feel nice having someone write her because, of course, I don't think she has any extended family. So this allows her to get mail from people who care about and love her. And so I covered those up so people would not know who it was. And also on my journaling, I just put that information but didn't write the name until I put it in my own photo album without anyone else being able to view it. I will list all the products that I used in the description below. Some of these will be affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra to use, but I do get a small commission from any sales that those links generate, and that helps support my channel. Also, this is part of Follow Sketch February, which is put on by Sandy from Scrapping Reflections, which is a Facebook group, and also it's the name of her website. I think she has a little store. She's also known as the State Goddess on YouTube. So there is a playlist of people who are making YouTube videos that you can follow along. You can also go to the Facebook page to get the sketches. And also you can, if you don't do YouTube, you can just post pictures of scrapbook layouts that you do if you would like to share those. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day.